Hello, students, and welcome to your English language class. I hope you all are doing well. I'm Renu June, and I will be teaching you English from now on. Students, today in this video, we will be learning about nouns, which is the first topic in your grammar book. You already know a lot about nouns, so let's just revise what you've already learned in your previous classes. Now, what is a noun? In simple words, we can say that a noun is a naming word. But if we look at the proper definition of a noun, it will be a noun is the name of a person, place, any object or thing, any living being, for example, birds, insects, animals, and it can be the name of an idea, emotion, or quality. Now, students, there are 5 main kinds of nouns: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, and abstract noun. We also have concrete noun and countable and uncountable nouns. Now, a common noun is a name which can be used commonly for persons, animals, places, or things. It represents a whole class of its kind. For example, boy can be used for all boys and dog can be used for all dogs. Now, a proper noun is the particular name of a common noun. For example, boys can be many, but if we are talking about a particular boy, Rajesh, then it becomes a proper noun. Now, here you can see the difference between proper and common noun. Girls can be many, but Kanak is a proper noun. Now, next we have collective noun. A collective noun is the name given to a collection of common nouns considered as one group. For example, an army of soldiers. Now, soldiers, as you know, is a common noun, and an army is a collection of soldiers, so it becomes a collective noun. Now, next we have material noun. A material noun is a thing which is extracted from the earth or is used to make other things. For example, cotton, wheat, wood, gold, honey, cement, sugar, paper, silver, silk, etc. Now let's talk about the concrete noun. A concrete noun is a noun that refers to a thing that we can both see or touch. For example, land, car, tree, etc. Now next we have abstract nouns. Idea or feeling. It is a cannot see or touch, but can hear or feel it. For example, honesty refers to quality of a person. जिसे आप हिंदी में कहते हैं ईमानदारी. क्या ईमानदारी हमको दिखाई देती है? हाँ, एक्शंस में दिखाई देगी, बट क्या हम उसको देख सकते हैं? क्या हम उसको फील कर सकते हैं? यस, हम उसको फील कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसको देख नहीं सकते, उसको टच नहीं करते. It refers to idea of a person. Joy. It is one kind of feeling of a person. Now, other examples are bravery, strength, patience, happiness, kindness, friendship, knowledge, etc. So, children, you can see all these things we cannot see or touch, but we can feel these things, we can think of these things, and we can also hear them. So, these are all abstract nouns. These kind of nouns may be new to you, so you must learn it very sincerely. Okay, students? Now we'll also learn how to make abstract nouns from common nouns, adjectives, or verbs. That we'll be discussing in the next slides. Now let us try and understand the abstract nouns. Formed from adjectives, verbs, and common nouns. We add suffixes to form abstract nouns. For example, you know dark is an adjective, and if we add a noun suffix, that's ness, then it becomes darkness, and darkness is an abstract noun. Similarly, if we talk about verbs, then for example, observe is a verb, and if we add action to it, it becomes observation. Next, we have a common noun king, and if we add ship to it, then it becomes kingship, which is an abstract noun. So students, this is how you form an abstract noun from adjectives, verbs, and common nouns. Abstract nouns, as you already know, are the quality, idea, or feeling, and it cannot be seen or touched. Now let us learn how an abstract noun can be formed from a common noun. Now, as you can see in the examples here, poet is a common noun, and if we add the suffix ry to it, the abstract noun that we get will be poetry. Now, next, the common noun human. If we add suffix nity to it, we get humanity, which is an abstract noun. Have leader. Now, if we add a suffix ship to it, then what we'll get? We'll get leadership, which is again an abstract noun. So now you see that nouns can be formed from a common noun. An abstract noun can be formed from a common noun. We need to add some suffix. You know what a prefix is and what a suffix is? A word that is added before a word becomes a prefix, and if we add something at the end of a word, it becomes the suffix. So here, these suffix makes the common noun an abstract noun. Okay, now an abstract noun can be formed from a verb. A verb, as you know, is an action word, and if we add a suffix to it, then the word can be changed into an abstract noun. For example, the verb realize. If we add a suffix tion, then it can turn into an abstract noun, realization. So you see, the verb is, if we add a suffix tion, shun, to it, then it will turn into an abstract noun, realization. Similarly, look at the verb punish. If we add a suffix ment, ment, to the verb punish, then we get an abstract noun, punishment. And look at the last example, the verb deny. If we add a suffix al to it, then we get the abstract noun, denial. So you see, children, these verbs can be easily turned into an abstract noun by adding a suffix at the end of them. Like we see here, realization, punishment, and denial. Now students, let us see and learn how abstract nouns can be adjectives. Now you all know what adjectives are, the words which qualify a noun or a pronoun. Now here you can see the adjective honest. If we add the suffix y to it, then we get an abstract noun, honesty. Now similarly, we have the adjective clear. Now if we add the suffix ly or ly to it, then we get an abstract noun, clearly. And lastly, the adjective kind. If we add the suffix ness or ness to it, then we get the abstract noun, kindness. So you see, students, how abstract nouns can be formed from common nouns, verbs, as well as adjectives. Now students, I hope that you have understood the concept of nouns and their kinds. Now here's your homework. You have to do these 3 slides. You can take the screenshot of these 3 slides at the end of the video, and you have to do it in your rough notebook and you have to submit in the class 6th group. I will check your homework and I will let you know if it is correct or not. Thank you for watching the video.